Okay, what's up? So just a little bit of an update. Unfortunately, I've been very occupied for the past 2 weeks, basically. Right now is April 19th, so I haven't really been able to dive into SMMA as much as I wanted to. Um, but during that time, I did put a lot more effort into building uh, like a better, like more of an organized, actionable plan. So in the first video, I showed you guys what this looked like. So as you can see, I added a lot more to it. It's a tree on what the process for the Facebook ad looked like, and I might have adjusted this a little bit more since the last time I showed you guys. And you can see this whole circuit here. So basically, this is how we start. We start with the mindset. And then as we progress, we start with the prospecting and then the outreach and the different methods of outreaching. Before I just had like something simpler, but now I got more specifics on what I can do to actually reach out to customers, reach out to find potential clients. In the process of following up and what happens afterwards, and then have a presentation. Most of these have links to them, so that way if I ever get confused, I can just click on one of these and I know what I'm supposed to be doing at this time. And I got little notes for myself as well, and what it is I'm supposed to be focusing, what kind of questions I can ask the potential client. Then what happens once I get the client, etc. And then here is the section I haven't added yet, which I'm not planning on adding this until I actually get to this point, or at least get to the deliver results point. Then I'm going to start, okay, now it's time to dive into this section. But yeah, here's where I am. And so I've made a lot more calls since then. I even have an outreach tracker here, which shows how I'm doing. It's just loading up. So this is the month of April. This is how many calls I made in the month of April. Of course, I made a couple of calls in March, but it was just a test run basically. In this month I wasn't really doing anything, but this is my actual starting period, and you can see I started on the very first and then the second. I had that week going on, and then as you can see, like for the rest of it, for the most part, I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't active at all. I was really involved with the church that I'm going to. So I don't know, I was really occupied, but there's really no excuse as to why I wasn't able to make calls. I should have been doing better, which I plan on doing better now. So the way the graph works, basically, once I start making phone calls, you can see like here it says one. I've gotten one meeting set. I didn't necessarily get that meeting. It was basically just someone who said they were interested, but then they say, oh, I gotta make sure this person is down too, and I never got a call back. So there's a couple of people I just need to have a follow-up with and see what's going on. But you can see once I close the client, I'll add to the section. So basically it's just show me, okay, so how many calls does it take in order for me to get a meeting? This is probably one because I probably follow up with someone else from here, and I just added that on that day because that's when they said they were interested. But honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of these because they weren't for certain meetings. This will just help me understand, okay, how many calls do I need to make in order to get a meeting set? How many meetings do I need to get in order to get a client closed? And how much money can I get from these type of clients? So here's the year summary and the number of attempts, the meetings closed. It shows me a whole basic overview, and maybe I can get into more of these for you guys later on, but it's just different methods. Right now I'm just doing cold calling. I plan on doing more of cold emailing as well as like messaging on Facebook, LinkedIn, things like that. I don't want to do any walk-in, honestly. Like I hear people say all the time, you can knock on doors. It's just as good as anything else. But I want to make sure that I can do this remotely at the moment. I want everything to be completely, non-contact, where I can just be here at home and just do everything here, and just see how that goes. But I'm going to be going in so much harder. I'm still in the first month out of 2 months that I plan on spending on one niche. So I'm gonna drive so hard, 10x style, yeah, 10x style like Grant Cardone. I'm gonna be driving so hard, mainly because I missed so much time that I could have been making calls that past week, the past 2 weeks basically. So I'm gonna be driving it really hard, and then my second month, and if I still don't get any actual meetings by the second month, I'm gonna change my niche. Um, I don't think I would give it a third month of experimentation, but I think 2 months is a good enough time. So I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what's happening.